Fintouch, perhaps one of the newest global opportunity in the blockchain environment, is a peer-to-peer lending platform that brings together three key stakeholders: investors, borrowers, and lenders. So Fintoch, even though it is not a bank, is operating in the financial sector and specifically the banking subsector. And the role of Fintoch is that of a connector, that of a mediator, or that of an intermediary, bringing these people together so that they can carry out transactions, so that they can extract value, so that they can create value for one another. That is the role of Fintoch. And so when you look at the Fintouch blockchain technology with all the ancillary smart contracts and algorithms that are built into the ecosystem, all these are to ensure that borrowers and lenders can interact together profitably, meaningfully, and that the fund of the lender can be protected. Like any bank would do, banks are interested in protecting shareholder funds. They are interested in protecting the money of their investors, protecting customer savings, protecting deposit. So Fintoch is also interested in doing this. Fintoch is a company that started on the 18th of April, 2022 in United States, California. And at the moment, it's just slightly over a year old. Even though it's a year old, it's an organization that has grown its membership, geometrically and exponentially. So today, there are over 50, or there are almost 50 million people in Fintoch. And it's an organization that is backed up with its management team. Some of these members are playing roles of chief operating officers, the CTO, and the rest of them. And all these leaders are also socially connected in that they attend a lot of global events in different parts of the world. And as we continue in this engagement, we're going to see some of their footprints, their social footprints, in terms of where they have been to, and nations and countries where they have gone to do conferences, seminars, and do the launching of Fintoch to make Fintoch a more globalized brand, even though it's a business that started in the US. Having said this, again, it's important to emphasize that what we do in Fintoch is peer-to-peer short-term financing, short-term lending on the blockchain. So we have the lenders, we have the borrowers. And a lot of people that come into Fintoch come in to do the lending business, to invest their money via lending, leveraging the hybrid technology that Fintoch has put in place. So if I look at the most important person or most important stakeholder in Fintoch today, it will be the lender. And it's important to explain a lot of the protocols and things that are put in place to protect the lender in Fintoch. The first thing that Fintoch has done to protect the lender, like a bank will protect his or her customer, is that for you to borrow in Fintoch, you must be a member of the Fintoch ecosystem. So you must register, you must be part of Fintoch to borrow. Number two, the second protocol, for you to borrow in Fintoch, you need to have a collateral. And this collateral is 50% of the money you want to borrow. So if you want to borrow $10,000, you need a collateral of $5,000. Protocol number three, for you to borrow in Fintoch, and if the loan is approved and disbursed to you, you can only utilize the loan or the money you have borrowed in decentralized exchanges that are connected to Fintoch. Fintoch is not a trading platform, so you cannot trade in Fintoch, but you can trade in SunSwap, Uniswap, PancakeSwap. These are some of the decentralized exchanges that Fintouch has approved. So that is where you can trade with your money if you are successful in borrowing. Fintouch also operates what we call a global stop loss to protect the fund of the investor, of the lender, which is if you borrow money and you are trading in those exchanges and you start losing money, once you lose 35% of the money that you have borrowed, you will be stopped from trading. So there are nodes that are connected all over those decentralized exchanges to ensure that you are monitored. And if you lose, for instance, from the $10,000, you lose $3,500, it will stop all your trades and it will bring back the remaining money into the blockchain, which is 6.5. Remember, you put $5,000 down as a collateral. By the time you add 2, you have 11,500. So the lender can have his or her money back, which is $10,000, and Fintouch still has 1.5 that can be used to cover any other incident. So again, Fintouch has put in place very stringent and thorough risk management protocol to protect the lender. The last one I want to talk about quickly is the aspect of loan approval. So when you go to Fintouch website, www.fintouch.com, you will see that there are 100 supervisory notes. These 100 supervisory notes are people that have been identified by Fintouch. Some of them are subject matter experts in blockchain technology. Some of them are analysts in the cryptocurrency industry. Some of them are working for multinational organization or corporation, government, nations, NGOs. Some of them are into research in the areas of the metaverse, cryptocurrency, blockchain technology. Some of them are thought leaders in the digital space industry. So these people, or these 100 stakeholders, are called supervisory notes. And so they are the one that approves, reviews, process, and disburse, or even disapprove any loan request that comes to Fintouch. And the way it works is that once somebody applies for a loan in Fintoch to borrow funds for trading, the Fintouch system will activate the unadvisory notes. 10 of them will be randomly selected. Out of the 10 that are randomly selected, 2 will be shortlisted so that they can form a multi-party team with the borrower to review, to approve, to disburse the loan as it may be required. So can these 2 people that are forming a multi-party team with the borrower, putting in their cryptography on the blockchain to approve the loan, can they collude together? Can 10 people collude together to defraud or to cheat the system, to cheat the lender, or to embezzle money that belongs to the Fintouch ecosystem? Can they do this? The probability of this happening, a collusion, cheating, conniving in the Fintouch ecosystem, is 1 out of 17 trillion, 1 over 17 trillion, which is mathematically and statistically, it is impossible for these nodes, the 100 nodes, some of them, all of them, to collude together to defraud the Fintouch ecosystem. So for you to be a lender, you need somebody to give you a referral link so that you can join the Fintouch ecosystem, and you can join on your Android or join on your iPhone or any other device that you so wish to join with. So when you join, you download the Fintouch app, and then you also create your Fintouch wallet. And once this is done, you fund your wallet with your preferred cryptocurrency. We would recommend USDT because it's stable coin, but in Fintouch, you can do your transaction in at least 7 different cryptocurrency: LTC, BTC, Ethereum. There are quite a lot of them. But we normally recommend USDT because it's a stable coin and it's easier to navigate. So you fund your account with your USDT, and you also bring in a little quantity of gas fees, which is drones. The minimum you require to lend in the Fintouch ecosystem is 100 USDT, and you can do as much as you want based on your risk appetite, 1,000, 10,000, 3,000, 2,000. What is important is that whatsoever amount you are going to do, let it be divisible by 100 because it's in tranches of 100 USDT. When you lend your money in Fintouch, you start earning 1% every day from the next day. So you earn 1% on your money, whilst the borrower who is going to borrow this money to trade in the decentralized exchanges, he or she will be paying 2%. So from the 2% the borrower is paying, Fintouch pays you 1% as a lender. The remaining 1% is used to fund the activities of people that are doing recruitment in Fintouch. They are doing referrals. They are bringing people into the ecosystem. People that are growing the Fintouch organization from 11 million people when I joined sometimes in February this year to almost 50 million at the moment. So people that are contributing to the growth will get compensated with the remaining 1%. How does this happen? If Mr. A comes to Fintouch and brings Mr. B, Mr. B, who is now the downline of Mr. A, applies the same process in terms of setting up his Fintouch wallet and an application and fund his account. Let's assume Mr. B fund his account with $1,000 and he did his lending protocol. So Mr. B will be earning $10 every day from his $1,000. Mr. A, who is the upline, would earn 15% of that $10, which is $1.5 every day from Mr. B. In Fintouch, there is nothing like fast track bonus, early joiner fees, or whatsoever. Nothing like that. You will not, every money you bring into Fintouch for your lending protocol, if you are leaving Fintouch, you take out your exact money. So nobody will take any portion of your money. So the only way people will benefit from you is that they start earning from what you are earning on a daily basis from your profit. If Mr. B now brings Mr. C, who also went through the same process, and he or she did $1,000, Mr. C is 2 steps away from Mr. A. So for Mr. A, who is the upline, he will be getting 10% of the earning of Mr. C. So let's say Mr. C earns $10 per day. So Mr. A would earn $1 from that person. So from your first level, you earn 15%. From your second level, you earn 10%. And after that, there are no direct earnings anymore. The rest are indirect earnings from level 3, level 4, level 5, and so on and so forth. All these further levels will contribute to your volume in terms of your total volume, so that if you decide to bring more people into the organization, you can begin to rank up in terms of level to earn a little bit more or to earn much more. So I've said you can earn at your level 1 and level 2. Level 1, 15%, level 2, 10%. It's important for me to pause here and say the lending cycle is 7 days. So if you lend, at the end of 7 days, you can take back your money if you don't want to continue. When you lend and you are earning every day, you can withdraw your money on a daily basis as often as you want. There are no protocols or approval that needs to be in place for you to withdraw from Fintoch. You can withdraw from your daily earnings and profit, but in terms of your principal, in terms of your lending investment, the money you have lended out, you can only stop that investment at the end of a 7-day cycle. If you don't stop it, it will be auto compounding for you. That is, your daily earnings that you are getting from your investment at the end of 7 days will start giving you 1.5% return instead of 1% return. Clearly, your lending, the lending you have done is not going to compound. What we compound at 1.5% is the earnings and profits you are getting from your lending. So if you leave your lending for about 60, 63 days, it will be able to return to you through that compounding process 100% of the money that you started with. So if you started with $1,000 lending on the first day, on the 63rd day, if you didn't do any withdrawal, the pool of money that contains your returns, your earnings, and your profit will be at least $1,000 or 100%. Okay, how else can you benefit if you decide to build a team, if you decide to do referral, if you decide to bring people into the organization? So if you have a volume of $50,000 and you have 5 people directly referred by you, you become a general manager in Fintoch. And as a general manager in Fintoch, you would be earning 100 USDT per day. If you do a volume of 150,000 and you are able to produce 2 general managers at 2 separate levels, you become a vice president in Fintoch, and you will be able to earn on a daily basis between $150 and $300. If you have a volume of $500,000 and you are able to produce 2 vice presidents on 2 separate legs, you will be earning between $600 and $1,500 a day. If you produce a volume of $2 million, that means your team investment is $2 million, and you have 2 senior vice presidents, you become an executive director, and you can earn between 1,500 USDT and 5,000 USDT every day. Finally, if you are able to generate a volume or team investment of $6 million and you have 2 executive directors, you become a managing director, and you can earn from $13,000 per day to $30,000 per day. So these are additional benefits for people that are doing referrals, people that are doing recruitment, people that are expanding the team of Fintoch in terms of the ecosystem by building the community. So this is how they get benefited from it. But whether you are passive in terms of put your fund and your 1% per day, or you are active in terms of bringing people to see this opportunity to connect with it, everybody in Fintoch has the opportunity of making money. So it's a business that allows you to make money even without you bringing anyone. And if you bring people, you can make a lot more money. The other benefit of Fintoch ecosystem is that as a member or as members, we are in control because our funds sit in our wallet, and even the payment we are given every day is sitting in the wallet environment, and you can withdraw your money in less than 1 minute, and you can transfer your money from your Fintoch wallet to your Binance wallet or any other wallet of your choice in less than 2 minutes. So it's a decentralized ecosystem where your money does not sit with Fintoch or Fintoch management. The only time there is a contact with your money is when it's lended out to a borrower who will use it, and the borrower can only use it in the approved decentralized exchanges that Fintoch has already hardwired and configured to its ecosystem or to its platform. So ultimately, there is a protection, it's a strong protection of your money. There is ease of withdrawal. You don't need to do any monthly subscription. You don't need to go through any protocol to withdraw your money. You can withdraw your money at any time. And even if there is what we call a disaster of the collapse of the Fintoch ecosystem, maybe the platform collapses for one reason or the other, technological problem or things like that, because your wallet has what we call the 12 secret phrases or the 12 recovery phrases, or what we call the mnemonics. You can recover your wallet back in a different platform, and because all your money are in the blockchain, it will put together this money for you into your wallet once you satisfy the condition of giving it the right 12 secret phrases to confirm that this belongs to you. So the Fintouch management team have traveled to places like Malaysia, Singapore, Taiwan. They are coming to Nigeria at the end of the month of May 2023. They have been to Thailand, to Indonesia, China, India, and different parts of the world. And the reason why they do all this is because they are connecting with their members and they are spreading the brand, or they are advancing the brand of Fintouch to ensure that many more people in different hemispheres or parts of the globe are able to connect with Fintouch. So this tells us that the leaders as well as the members of the Fintouch management are very strong social footprint, because they are going all over the world as much as possible. I think they're also planning to come to South Africa sometime this year, in terms of expanding or exploring Africa, since they are having a lot of their members from Africa. So if I want to give you 3 reasons why you should be part of the Fintouch ecosystem. Number 1 is a decentralized platform. So we have been part of many centralized platforms, and we've seen some of the drawbacks and some of the challenges. So it's decentralized, and you have a very significant control of your fund, of your investment, and of your earning. Number 2, you can withdraw your earnings at any time you want. Your profit, your daily profit, you earn daily, and you can withdraw it at any time you want. The least amount to withdraw is $1 or $1 USDT. Number 3, whether you are doing recruitment or not, you can make money in Fintouch, and you can stop your investment, which is your lending, at the end of a 7-day cycle. So even if you are carrying a risk of your money sitting in the platform and being utilized for borrowing activity, is for 7 days. If you want to stop it after 7 days, you can pull out your money. And if you are not stopping it, it will do auto reinvestment for you every week and continue to pay you at 1% per day. Okay, so I think that is my take in terms of the Fintouch opportunity. And over to you as you make up your mind, as you take a decision, as you do your own due diligence and explore it to decide if this will work for you, both in the short term and in the long run. Subsequently, Fintouch will be doing an IPO in New York. They are aiming to raise membership of 100 million. Now that they are close to 50 million, they are almost there. There's an internal token called FTH, which you get part of as you join the Fintouch ecosystem. There are quite a lot of other things happening in the Fintouch ecosystem, but the most important thing everybody is focusing on is the lending protocol, which allows you to earn at the rate of 1% per day. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.